So I called up the procurement department and I said, we have a contractor and, she hasn't gotten paid yet. And she's asked me what's going on. And the woman said, oh, that's a provision of the Prompt Payment Act. She can't get paid for 60 days.
Since earning her doctorate in sociology in 1974, Betsy Martin has been making surveys better, most recently at the Census Bureau.
I came in as the chief of the Center for Survey Methods Research. I was hired by Barbara Baylor, and I had gotten to know her on the panel on surveying subjective phenomena, and she hired me to come in and head up this little group of survey methodologists and survey researchers. But I had never worked for the federal government before at all, and so it was really kind of a bit of a culture shock to come into.
Betsy's approaches to improving survey methodology include weaving ethnography and consistent pretesting into the U.S. Census, an expansive yet constrained laboratory for survey experimentation.
One of the limitations is, say, the census itself is every 10 years. And the Census Bureau is always very cautious about implementing something that hasn't been tried. And so you may come up with a really good idea one census and fight to get it in, and it doesn't get in till the next one. So you have to have a long lead time.
In her trailblazing time at Census, one of her favorite projects addressed undercounts of the homeless in major cities, a project with unique challenges and opportunities.
I was out with these two homeless men who were enumerators, and who were really quite interesting fellows, and one of them would introduce himself to every group we approached. He would say something like, "Hello, I'm Ralph Moody from the Census Department, and these are my colleagues," and he would point to me.
One of Betsy's less well-known skill sets lies in her field work, the infield to be exact. Faced with choosing second base or a more demanding career path, she opted for intellectual pursuits.
And it very quickly got into survey research because I got a job from Howard Schuman for quarter time for May for the Detroit area study. And he had me working on retrieving materials documenting old surveys that were going to be replicated in a study of social change that he and Dudley Duncan were doing. And so I got involved in that, and I just kept being involved in survey stuff, and I became a Detroit area study teaching fellow, which was the path to survey research for a lot of people.
Betsy was not the first nor the last scholar to find academia poor fit, so professional meetings were an oasis.
AAPOR was a very important outlet to me at that time. I have other friends, AAPOR members who had similar experiences where it was really kind of painful being in an academic setting. And AAPOR was a very important place where they were interested in survey methodology and survey research. And they were valuing what I could do and what I was interested in. And they were colleagues, and it was quite important to me to have AAPOR as a place to go to. I mean, it was fun also, but it felt like a kind of a home, especially during that period when I felt really out of place in academia.
So 27 years later, after finding the right fit, time to take the plunge.
My husband and I got involved in various sort of environmental things. We moved next to our creek here, and we've gotten more and more interested in improving the water quality. We have rain barrels, that capture the runoff and sort of contain it and then release it slowly. And I have a rain garden. And I've gotten rid of lawn pretty much, so we have less mowing. So I've gotten very into that.
Betsy's now a certified Virginia Master Naturalist. But that doesn't prevent her from doing heavy construction work with the grandkids from time to time. Maybe they'll just stay put and enjoy.
You know, our friends live in the area. We like our neighborhood. We love our creek. You know, we can canoe down to the Potomac. You know, life is interesting here. Life is pretty pleasant. So.
Betsy, Paul, may your runoff be light on the shores of Little Hunting Creek.